At Audi, the engineers have long held a clear vision of the high-performance automobile of the future. Their vision, a vehicle capable of exceptional performance and handling. One that takes full advantage of the power only available from all four wheels. To bring their vision to life, the Audi engineers had to first rethink the principles of automotive design and then test their new ideas in the laboratories of open competition. Join us now for a behind-the-scenes look as the Audi concept of the ultimate high-performance all-wheel drive automobile faces perhaps its greatest challenge, the 1988 Trans Am Championship. Audi's obsession with charting a new path in automotive design goes back to the earliest days. In the 1930s, the 600-horsepower Auto Union Grand Prix cars pioneered the idea of placing the engine behind the driver. Revolutionary then, but standard practice today. And it was the 1981 World Rally Championship that introduced the concept of Quattro. The Audi Quattros took the toughest roads in the world head-on and conquered them, winning 4 world championships and forever changing the face of the sport. The next goal, the most famous mountain in America, Pikes Peak, the 12-mile race to the clouds. Again, the Quattro system prevailed, this time over a hard-packed gravel surface, winning overall 3 times and setting the fastest speed ever in the history of the event. But for the Audi engineers, the ability to master rough road surfaces was only the beginning of their long-term Quattro vision. The greatest benefits still lay ahead. Exceptional handling and performance on pavement. The first step, the fastest paved road in America, the high-banked Talladega Speedway, where a production-based turbocharged Audi Quattro used its remarkable traction to better 200 miles per hour, establishing 10 international speed records, setting the stage for 1988. An out-and-out assault on the Sports Car Club of America Trans Am Championship, proving grounds for the fastest European sports cars and American muscle machines. But again, the Audi engineers have chosen to chart their own path. Instead of creating a special out-and-out racing car, they will be competing with factory-built Audi 200 Turbo Quattro 4-door luxury sedans, utilizing production body shells to challenge for the championship. The specially prepared Quattros must rely upon the advantage of all-wheel drive. The series, 14 races on high-speed road courses and tight street circuits. Working with the Audi engineers, the renowned American Group 44 racing team of twice series champion Bob Tullius. The drivers, world endurance champion Hans Stuck, 2-time Le Mans winner Hurley Haywood, 3-time world rally champion Walter Röhrl. Just 3 weeks before the opening race, the cars get their first test on the fast Road Atlanta circuit. But theory is one thing, on-track performance is another. Can a production-based, high-performance 4-door luxury sedan hope to compete against sports cars like Porsches and Corvettes? With the 5-cylinder turbocharged engine producing its own unique sound, the aerodynamically clean Quattros look fast. But one quick lap is not the objective of this program, for this is an ongoing engineering exercise by Audi, as driver Hurley Haywood explains.
When Joe Hoppen asked me to drive it, it was a real challenge. When you think about what Audi has tried to do in the last 6 months, 6 months ago these cars didn't even exist, and in 6 months to build a car, a state-of-the-art car like the Audi race car, is really an incredible job. And I don't think there's any company in the world that has the engineering capabilities that Audi has.
The development process has been an ongoing thing for a long time with Audi, having won the World Rally Championship with an all-wheel drive car with Walter Röhrl in it, who will be driving our Trans Am car. And the development of that for a race circumstance as opposed to the rallying is significantly different, but the strength of that system has already been proven. All-wheel drive vehicles for cars are definitely a coming thing. I would expect that all cars to be four-wheel drive someday.
Long Beach, California. The first all-wheel drive car to challenge for the championship in the 22-year history of the Trans Am Series makes its public debut. And as befits such a momentous occasion, the gala press introduction is held on the promenade deck of the Queen Mary. At last, the first test of open competition. The streets of Long Beach. Once a year, the speed limit signs come down and the Trans Am cars take over. Let's take a little ride with Hans Stuck and see for ourselves just how number 14 Quattro handles the streets on a qualifying run. For these are the very same streets we drive on every day. We'll just be going a bit faster. It looks like a bit of a traffic jam up ahead. We'll just slip by on the right. Well, maybe the left. The Quattro is able to run just about anywhere it wishes on the track. Now a quick right turn onto Pine Avenue and left through the Hyatt parking garage at 115 miles per hour. Next, a fast right onto Seaside Way. 7,500 RPM up into third gear. The Quattro system seems as at home on pavement as it did on the gravel of Pikes Peak, as we catch some traffic slipping and sliding through the tight hairpin. Then up through the gears on the 175-mile-per-hour Shoreline Drive and the finish line. Our ride, by the way, was good for a second-row qualifying spot. Race day. The Audi Quattros occupy strong starting positions, but 100 miles of racing lie ahead. The competition includes the V8 Mercure of defending champion Scott Pruitt and Paul Newman's very fast 300ZX Turbo. The green flag. Newman and Pruitt go for the lead. But there's a traffic jam in the first turn, sending Newman off course. Bringing out the pace car. The race must be restarted. Stuck quickly puts the number 14 Quattro into third position. He's catching the leaders as the Quattro's handling begins to tell. He dives into second, just 3 seconds from first, and closing. But testing in the open laboratories of the street does have its risks. A slower car forces Stuck off course and out of the race. The challenge is left to Haywood, who responds by charging up to fifth, then fourth. Late in the race, the leader slows, out of fuel. Haywood is third. And with 1 lap to go, he moves the Quattro into second position. Second place in just the Quattro's first Trans Am. A most promising beginning, but a long season lies ahead. Dallas, Texas. The Big D. Where the concept of four-wheel drive is perhaps more closely associated with pickup trucks than high-performance luxury sedans. Today, the showdown, the Dallas Grand Prix. Was the Long Beach finish just racing luck? Or will the Quattros have the upper hand on the tight and treacherous Dallas street circuit? Walter Rurl quickly answers that question by setting the fastest qualifying time in his number 14 Quattro. With the Texas heat approaching 90 degrees, Haywood prepares for the 126-mile grind by donning a special driver cooling suit.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engine. Definitely the word we...
At At the start, the Camaro of Willie T. Ribbs gets the jump on Rurl,
Give Willie a head start and whip him.
with Haywood not far behind. Ribbs is doing everything he can to keep the rear-wheel drive Camaro on the road, much less in the lead, slipping and sliding through the turns.
How about less than a second between Willie T. Ribbs and Walter Rurl?
It appears to be just a matter of time.
In turn number 9, Hale going down as that turn 9 goes on.
Soon Rurl's Quattro gets by and is in the lead. But just as suddenly, he's headed for the pits with damage from a brush with a slower car. The challenge is once again left to Haywood. Again, his smooth driving style and the Quattro's performance appear to be a perfect combination. Quickly, he uses his acceleration out of the tight turns to get past the Camaro into first place.
First place, holder at the moment is car 44, Early Haywood.
As the track conditions change and conventional vehicle after conventional vehicle fall victim to the streets, the number 44 Quattro appears to be on rails, able to run virtually anywhere on the slick track.
All-wheel drive seems to be paying off under adverse track conditions.
This is, of course, no Sunday drive, as Haywood pulls away from the field, taking the checkered flag nearly a minute ahead of the nearest competitor.
Is the Audi Quattro, that all-wheel drive four-door sedan.
The four-wheel drive was responsible for the win here. The Audi ran great. We were really happy with it. And it suited the track really well, so we were having a great time out there.
And so, just 8 weeks after it rolled off the assembly line, the Audi Quattro claims its first racing win. The first victory ever by an all-wheel drive vehicle in a major production car race. But race victories are only part of the long-term Audi vision. For the winning Audi Quattro Trans Am car is in reality a blueprint for the future. The real goal of this program is an ongoing one, the development of perhaps the world's finest high-performance luxury automobiles, the Audi Quattros. Automobiles capable of doing things never thought possible with a conventional vehicle.